baba ibodanda. Mindrosto. Mama kendorosa. Oh, the mamba banda the sofrenem. Not babai. Bondo dobai. Monda. Dolo sofre delle soprabaya. Memobrabe papa. Bamba bakijo. Mendori kuda. Mongolo safra. Mendrodos soprafatea. And the bafianda. Endo tambandili sopra della sa. Oh, che rasto. Nanga. Mando sopra them. Memememememememememememeyapa. Menenemememememeyapa. Manenematorosobo. Nenenemememeyatalabaso. Minenemababria-telabosa. Manenemabaradarabakita-laba. Onenemenemefrediyasa. Inenemenemenemefiata. Ronononomokanamanalabasi. Minenemorebenenebolveda. Inenemorediasapa. Oh, Talamasa Rediasa. Mindrabasso Troboso. Bremememebebebebebotosobo. Mandrosobo. Hanamandroso. Yandasa. Mandoso. Bandosa. Mandosa. Satarabasora mamandelebes. Idanda addu da bakmedu basono. Indenda do da no bakbando ne. Nama baknu bakbeso papa bedu. Mando baba gendo do dendendo. Maniando, maniando, maniande fratellesia. Maneando la tandele fratellesia. La tandele fratelloso. Mendro sapa, kendo la bacandelesa. Bribeto lo so. Meneneme papatiasa. Ambrebe delle sufrada. Cotolo sopraba. Menene sopra. Nentondo sa. Tele sopra da do bongo sa ti yase. Bendo tatsamba. Sambo dalesa. Mendo retista. Eroto balasta. Mendo lebritasa. Mendro kamandarasa. Mens, bokalandasa. Mangala di leveto. Mangala di levedele Merene morene levereli. Maranandon loso papa. And the leveto soprapa. Brupai nanamoko. The memebebe borbato. The bebe the pebedalesia. Nememuraba. Paranana makidono. Minene movendona boke baba. Perendili bosaya. Mindambobo. Enomota. Inamemabo sapa. Tasata bakiando lebepriata. Inene kano daba. Minoso kande le bofandaya. Oh, la mandele sotto belle preteriaso. Viando la paia. Mandraso. Mandele sopra de. Minono. La paradia saparada. La tanda. Menenemo da manda. Bumbambando bandele sopra de. Mindora sanda. Beranambo bandeleso. Inda yando kanandambosa. Nemebebebia telebeso. Bripa idolo sopra dele sa. Idolo sopra dele. La mamma brabaca le duso. Oh saprai le sopra dele. Pida mamma badale sopra be. Menene motore da saia. Sombroste. Sombro tala sifrada. Sombro tala satra beata. Sombro tala sandra beta la sia. Mama kiapo. Kiasa. Handala bakia toso. Mendrobo bakiata. Mandra batayasa. Mendrobo posa bakata siasa. Televesa brabeata. Oh, sapata nemegalesite, setelesite, le setelo so. Babongo, Binda Baba, Rotolo sopra bebe time. Oh, la bamba, Kili sofredele, Menenivi Talasanda, Rotoloso, Delebo Samanda, Belebo Sabrapa Banda, Onenodo, Kiranamba Mogondo, the Bata, Mandele Sapra, Bakieto, Lemonsa, Bandia Televisoto, Minenemende Bobo Rebata, Robo Bama Banda Ba, Minenemende the Bo Sapraba, Bore Mandana Bakandele So Brabai, Bonde de Sa, Mondanamo, Handele Cifre Deso, Indele Le Bodoso, Indele Le Bosotoloso, Indele Bradana Sande Kuto Shomba, Mamma, Manendo do Daya, Bendo le Bande, Menenabo Riandota, Baranino Riandolosa, Minenembe Rodolosaya, Borodopo, Namama Baba no, Minenama Baba de Dozono, Hinalele Rodosoto, Soriatero, Hinaniandero, Hinanele, Soriala, Huniana Mote, Minianeso, Inianerioto, Inenianeto, Marananamoria delle Bossaia, Huninianero, Hinano, Paria delle Zondo, Minianeria, Hunianeria, Hunianerio, Hinianerio, Donabasundo, Hinianerio, Sodo, Mariano, Sianene, Hunianano, Hanemeria, Doso, Toya, Menenemona, la Nede, Inananoria, la Bonda, Hanenemola, Masata, la So, Hinaneto, Soro, Hinaneto, Soromona, Mama, Conenemo, Tanamaso, Rede, Minenemaso, Minenebro, Miriale, Suriado, Miriane, Suriale Mondo, Hunanamando, Sumamando, Iniane, Supama, Baba, Kurianamo, Ninianda, Mama, Iniane, Suriane, Mama, Mama, Kuranama, Suriado, Hurianele, Serenimando, Namandemo, Nanemunda Maya, Hinene, Mama, Sora, no Mondeba, Hinene, Monsa, Mama, Kunana Maya, Monia Maria, and it is under the Bagiando, Hinene, Mama, the Botara, Safra, the Botara, the Bosso, the Bosinda, Bodaya. Inana makanda reba sotorra basikia tarabas. Minene mandre basuvre de sevre. Koma satara basora mamandele bes. Rebedo riandaya. Inia surena mamando manda sonora. Inia ne torna basuna no bombo. Inana yando de ba. Nel mondo Bapa Sovranella Sindela Menene Mevreni and the Baranda Sovradom Brahma Horanena Barabi and the Bredeleven Sundaya Bramaya Pinina Monda Bakani and the Bosom Brahma Pininia Borana Masuleba Iniane Surinema Paranana Mataya Iniane Turinene Mota Mama Urinena Mine in the Livono da Pasino Kinene Bocalaba Borada Sondo Magande Iniane Borana Baba Sudorobo Somona Menene mebere baby under the boba. Biri bodoro sore delle attaya momondo. Iniane tono sumo mama mama dalla boto mamo. Menene mama mondoro botara basiandeva. Iniano boto nella macona nando soto. Kinene me povranapa. Panana batara sopra bondo. Kinidia turudo. Kirene mozo della mande. Bendo. Kida bahasa de bokaladaya. Rondo de bale vedele si. Vedele si Allah mamono. Babaya bando. Minini memburundo de bakaya. Trebetia stofra baya. Oh, tanamandi de bosapra banonia. Inialeme sudaba de bakata la basondo. Sida mama baba baba de basondo. Iniane surana matara sandrodo. Kenana yanda. Inene madrodo sanamakanaranda. Hunane nondo sababa bakiata. Inene trodoro. Menene mevedu sababa batiyase. Pirinene dro babai brabai denodo soba. Inene denodo darabaka sandarabo. Oh baba 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 tiyasai. Mandre baba bekeli andere bo sopromondo. Amanene makandare soprabenda. Inene mandare befendali yase prababadiyatai. Undala makela mundale fesa diata. Nemememebebiyata baba. Paradala bakusombromo. Menene mebendali seprevedo. Pebendene brevetra di sifediata. Oh, la masada. Surianine mossa danzanda. Kunene mandro sanda dandala. Iniane surinene mama. Pirene me suba mama dorbo. Kinene nana masamba baba. Oriniane surinene para mandare sotto. Kanene mono mondana bakande. Poredana basso branda ombraman. Poredana mayende levo soreando nenema. Ondana makana mandele bo sombre anda. Oh, staparandana makiata. Sepora de baba kiata la separaniata. Uno no mundo bobo shamba mama mandele bo sondo. Indana makasando bo sondo. Kinana mandra baba si pordo sobono. Minana me suri de baba manda baba. Kunene mandro somma baba. Baba de bo soto. Inene sudena mota mama. Roma mama ndoro.
Kera mama sora masiti arabas. Kera mama sotora masiki atarabas. Koma satarabas sora mama ndelebes.
Inda bandolo. Inde bu bata. Inda la bu bassa, in la mandeliso, Mombrobo della Bossaia, Midrubai, Brabo riba la Batia, Brabo riba della festa, Ramana la Machia Teleso della Bohonda, Indore Tussa, Brondore Pepenessa, Sopa na masino, menano shama, menano le boto, menano le bretesa, menane roboshama, marane moshana. Oh, come on and be soto. Yes or no. Menene madoroso. Menene baradone de kelebeti. Brabakanda di the bed of the boot of Sopaba. Baba King of the Soul. Menene bagani diesel. Bang the Junzo. Mange, 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 Benderevo, Benderevido, Barabandina, Barabandala Badoso, Barha, Beredulu Sofo, Beredele Besufo, Beredemo, Maranana Makana Namananda, Kandanala, Kandanala, Kandanala Nela, Kandanala Nela, Kandanala Nela, Nula Nela, Mina Nula Ba, Mina Nula Mana Nela Veda, Mina Nula Mana Bella Nela Veneria, Mana Nula Mona Bella Nina Nena Baya, Hora Nella Boba Nella Bella Nina Baya, Hora Banda Ripa Banda Roma Venena, Hora Banda Ramba Nina Nena, Hera Benda Lamba Bona Lamba Vendia, Hara Namba Namba Lamba Nina Bofa Nena, oh, Sapara, oh, Sapara della Besa, Na, Calaboso Pora della Pa, Nanemo Pora de Sapa, Camore de Bossa della Bo, Pida la Baccia del Bosso, Menenamo Reba, Menenamo Reba, Mira la Bona Bacanda, Halanaman delle Sopra delle Sa, Menename Rotosa, Morano de Baha, Ha Ha, Andresto, Mirana Soto, Mirana la Meto, Mirano nella Battista, Ropa Bramba, Kino sopra Bolo, Prenenemo le Papa, Ritor Sotto, Brabendo Sanda, della Bamba Neda, Betto la Bassa, Bredo e Haha, Manenema. Menene Mofadana Bakisia, Menene Mofadana Baka, Horadena Besian, Dana Bakajana Sanda, Horadala Dana, Della Leso Lotoso, Inala Dala Tenebo, Inala Dala Secret Della Socrate, oh, Baba Hita, oh, Bapandelesia, Parigaleso. Oh, Baba Banda, la Bacca Sondo, Vida la Basso Cobotobo, Badidi Bosso, Menda Mamma Mia della Bocco Solo Bocca. Yes, yes, yes. Brabeda so, Brabanda le sa, Brabacca le sia, Telepardo, Minene Manda. Yes, sono. Yes, so. Yes, so. Tarasa. Yebova. Ropo Fatanda de Sofabaya. Namabiata. Sababa Telefosu for them. Oh, Stabara Delisa. Menene Methode. Namamamba. Hebabiata. Paranamonko. Paranamonko. Paranamonko Talasa. Paranamonko Talasa Talisi. Menene Methode Sefadia. Menene Methode Sufada. Menene Bondana Vasada. Baramanana Madine Botoso. Menene Methode Lisa Brabeto. Menene Mavla Donomo Badono. Paranama Nene Viasa. Bodomo. Bamba Bandeli Bosozo. Indala Sotoloso. Indala Sotoloso. Brevediliso. Mahaha Doso. Indele.
Now it came to pass, in the 30th year, in the 4th month, in the 5th day of the month, as I was among the captives by the river of Chabar, that the heavens were opened, and I saw visions of God. In the 5th day of the month, which was the 5th year of King Jehoiachin's captivity, the word of the Lord came expressly unto Ezekiel the priest, the son of Buzi, in the land of the Chaldeans by the river Chabar. And the hand of the Lord was there upon him. And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire enfolding itself, and a brightness was about it, and out of the midst thereof, as the color of amber, out of the midst of the fire. Also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures, and this was their appearance. they had the likeness of a man. And everyone had 4 faces, and everyone had 4 wings, and their feet were straight feet, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot, and they sparkled like the color of burnished brass. And they had the hands of a man under their wings on their 4 sides, and they 4 had their faces and their wings. Their wings were joined one to another. They turned not when they went every one straight forward. As for the likeness of their faces, they 4 had the face of a man, and the face of a lion on the right side, and they 4 had the face of an ox on the left side. They 4 also had the face of an eagle. Thus were their faces, and their wings were stretched upward. 2 wings of every one were joined one to another, and 2 covered their bodies. And they went every one straight forward whither the Spirit was to go. They went, and they turned not when they went. As for the likeness of the living creatures, their appearance was like burning coals of fire, and like the appearance of lamps. It went up and down among the living creatures, and the fire was bright, and out of the fire went forth lightning. And the living creatures ran and returned as the appearance of a flash of lightning. Now as I beheld the living creatures, behold, one wheel upon the earth by the living creatures with his 4 faces. The appearance of the wheels and their work was like unto the color of a beryl. And they 4 had one likeness, and their appearance and their work was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel. When they went upon their 4 sides, and they turned not when they went. As for their rings, they were so high that they were dreadful, and their rings were full of eyes round about them 4. And when the living creatures went, the wheels went by them. And when the living creatures were lifted up from the earth, the wheels were lifted up. Whithersoever the Spirit was to go, they went. Thither was their spirit to go. And the wheels were lifted up over against them, for the spirit of the living creature was in the wheels. When those went, these went, and when those stood, these stood. And when those were lifted up from the earth, the wheels were lifted up over against them, for the spirit of the living creature was in the wheels. And the likeness of the firmament upon the heads of the living creature was as the color of the terrible crystal, stretched forth over their heads above. And under the firmament were their wings straight, the one toward the other. Every one had 2, which covered on this side, and every one had 2, which covered on that side their bodies. And when they went, I heard the noise of their wings, like the noise of great waters, as the voice of the Almighty, the voice of speech, as the noise of an host. When they stood, they let down their wings. And there was a voice from the firmament that was over their heads when they stood and had let down their wings. And above the firmament that was over their heads was the likeness of a throne, as the appearance of a sapphire stone. And upon the likeness of the throne was the likeness as the appearance of a man above upon it. And I saw as the color of amber, as the appearance of fire round about within it. From the appearance of his loins even upward, and from the appearance of his loins even downward, I saw as it were the appearance of fire, and it had brightness round about. As the appearance of the bow that is in the cloud in the day of rain, so was the appearance of the brightness round about. This was the appearance of the likeness of the glory of the Lord. And when I saw it, I fell upon my face, and I heard a voice of one that spake.